Because we have two stores, I figured it would be a good idea for me to come on here and show you guys from the phone how you can port between both of our stores. You don't have to punch in Cam's Crappie Hole. You don't have to punch in Cam's Crappie Hole, Cam's Crappie Combos. All you have to do is just go to camscrappiehole.com, and when it opens up like this, okay, you'll see that red banner. You see that red banner right there? Can you guys see that? No matter where you go, let's say if you go to Stinger Shad, okay, that red banner is still there. You see it? Okay, no matter where you go in either one of our stores, that red banner is there. Okay, and I want to show you guys this just so as a point of reference. When our store opens up, I'd love to have you guys if you want to sign up for our email list. You can see right here it says sign up for our mailing list. It's free. It's free of charge. So when the website opens up, all you have to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom. Matter of fact, I'm going to go all the way to the top again, okay? I'm going to go all the way to the top. When the website first opens up, go all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to hit the last video right there. The last thing on the page. You go up from that video, okay, and you're going to see sign up for our mailing list. All you have to do is just punch in your email list. All you have to do is punch in your email address and hit that red button. And we send out promo codes, 25% off, 15% off, 20% off. So you get these promos. We send them out generally twice a month. You get it free. Okay? Now, once you get finished signing in and signing up for our email address, to port between our two stores, you see that red banner down there that's there again? No matter where you go, look, if I go to my 7 barbarian, the Raven, look at the bottom. There it is again. Okay, so if you want to go to Cam's Crappie Combos, click that red bar. Okay, now I'm on Cam's Crappie Combos. Okay, Cam's Crappie Combos, if you want a large selection of kits, let's say you can't find what you're looking for, and you say, Cam, I need a kit. Well, you go to Cam's Crappie Combos. Okay, we have a larger selection of kits in Cam's Crappie Combos than we do in camscrappiehole.com. Now, the advantage and disadvantage. More kits in Cam's Crappie Combos, but more selection in camscrappiehole.com. And you see that burger right there? You see those 3 lines? Can you guys see those 3 lines right there? Okay, when you click those 3 lines, look, a drop-down drawer opens up. Rods, reels, kits, hooks, plastic sets. That's all you have to do. Okay, you hit that burger. It's called a burger. All right, now, let's say you want to go back to camscrappiehole.com, okay, which is our largest store. We got 400 products in this store. We got 900 plus products in camscrappiehole.com. So you want to go back to camscrappiehole.com. Just click that red banner. Boom. Look. Bingo. You're back at camscrappiehole.com. So that way you don't have to remember the URL. All you got to do is just look. There's that red banner again. Look, and there's the burger. Okay, you click that burger. Look, a drop-down drawer opens up. So you want to go to gift cards, right? Click that plus emblem right there. And look, the drop-down drawer. Rod and reel combos, gift cards, Jigheads, cam action hooks, Stinger Shad, Nasty Bin, Minnow hook, curly tails. Guys, we got a lot of stuff. Look at that. Glow-in-the-dark kits, tubes, tricolor tubes, which is my next video coming out. And when you click tubes, tricolor jigs, look at that. Look at that. Look at all those colors. A 1,066-piece kit. Look at that. Look at all those selections. Okay? So, in order to go back to Cam's Crappie Combos, look, just click that red banner right there. You're back at Cam's Crappie Combos. Listen, this will give you guys a point of reference of how to navigate between our two stores because we have so much stuff. Guys, I started with you guys. I came to the dance with you, and I'm going to stay with you. I'm not interested in big box stores. They try to reach me weekly, monthly. Okay? All of the big box stores. But my loyalty is with you guys. Okay? So listen, let's get back to fishing. I just wanted to show you guys that so you'll know how to navigate. And everything in our store in Cam's Crappie Combos comes with free shipping. 85% of our stuff in camscrappiehole.com comes with free shipping. Let's get to it. Yaannk! Video, but I'm going to do it in 2-part series. So if you need to see the second one, just go to my channel and check it out. I got over 500 segments, guys, long and short. So you guys can go to my channel and just review everything that you need to review at Cam's Crappie Hole on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys as if I'm your next door neighbor. Okay, this is going to be very, very simple, and I'm going to illustrate so you can see it, grasp it with your eyes, and you can hear it with your ears. Okay, little things that will help you become a better crappie fisherman. First thing I want to do, I want to make sure you guys can see me. Okay, I'm going to visibly show you guys the difference between Let me see if I can get it off of here real quick. There we go. The difference between my 10 footers and everyone else's 10 footers. I'm going to show it to you so you can see. Look at this. Now if you hook into a 2-pound crappie, a 13, 14, 15, 16 inch crappie, look at this. Look at that. How are you going to control something with that? Look at mine. This is carbon fiber. This is graphite, either graphite, composite, or it is fiberglass. Graphite, composite, or fiberglass. Look at that. I want to back up a little bit so you guys can see it. Look at that. Look how slow, look how long it takes that to recover. Okay, let me put them side by side. Look at mine. You see that? That backbone kicks in really quick. Let me do it harder. Look at that. Look, watch this one. Okay, 10 footer and 9. Carbon fiber, pure carbon fiber, and it comes with a reel. I wanted to show you guys that so you can see it. This is the one that you want. This is quite possibly maybe the last 10 footer that you buy. You can see it's white faded to blue, and my 9 footer is white faded to red. Okay, let's get down to it. 5 things that's a no-no. 5 things you don't do when you're crappie fishing. Okay, I'm going to illustrate to you so you guys can see it. Okay, number 1. When you're crappie fishing, this is one thing that you don't want to do. I want to make sure I turn you guys so you can see me really, really good, okay? Let's see if we can bring you down just a little bit. There we go. Make sure you guys can see. All right. If you're out there crappie fishing, you can see the log right there in the front, right? Let me see if I can get it there. I'm going to try to do this. Boom. Where that nasty bend hook catches that log. Okay, I'm gonna see if it catches. Okay, there we go. We caught. First time. That's that nasty bend hook, guys. Look, when you get hung up and you're on land or you're on the boat, don't sit there and do this. Don't do this. Don't sit there and pull on. Number 1, it's going to dig. It's going to make that hook, the point, dive deeper into whatever you got hung on. Branches, logs, stumps, whatever it is, sticks in the bottom of the lake, whatever it is, weeds. It's going to make it get hung up even more. And let me tell you this. This is what you do. Number 1, you invested a lot of money. This is my Thunder Blue Signature Series. Okay, it's a $200 rod. Look, you're sitting there yanking. Guess what's going to happen to the rod eventually? It'll break. Once you do this, as opposed to trying to pull with the rod, grab the string and pull. Okay? If you break it, all you lost was a jig. That jig cost you 50 cents. Okay? Or if you get it back, you straighten the hook out, hey, not a problem. Okay? But you pull the string. Don't sit there and yank like this. Don't do that, because this rod will snap. I've had so many of you guys call me, Cam, my rod snapped. I had it hung and I tried to pull it loose and my rod snapped. So you have to go through paying for another rod and shipping time and all that. But if you grab the string, boom, you pull it off, all you gotta do is retie. That's the first one. Let me get it off. Listen, if you need that nasty bend hook, you give me a call. It does not discriminate against flesh or fish. It doesn't know the difference. All right, that's number 1. Here's rule number 2. A lot of you guys, I see you make this mistake a lot. When you're fishing, right now I'm fishing with minnows. Let me back up a little bit. I'm fishing with minnows because we're in the summer, the crappie are in the summertime pattern, and they're very difficult to catch right now. Okay, they're in deeper water related to structure. I want to come up a little bit so you guys can see really good. When you're using minnows and you're using a split shot, guys, let me tell you, at best 6 inches, your split shot above your hook. Okay, don't put your split shot way up here 12 inches, 16 inches. Don't do that. Don't put it way up here. Okay, you want it at 6 inches best above your hook. Why? Because this is what happens. When that minnow can detect that predator above, below him, that minnow's going to try to swim away. He's going to rise. If your split shot is all the way up here 12 inches, that minnow's going to run from that predator. This split shot is designed to keep that minnow down. Okay? Sometimes you'll see me even at 5 inches. You want to keep, this split shot keeps that minnow down. You don't want him swimming way up here 12 inches. You want him to stay down where he can't swim. That's the purpose of that split shot. So don't put it up here 10 inches. Don't put it up here 12 inches. Don't put it up here 15 inches. 6 inches top. I have seen so many of you guys do that, make that mistake, and you're not going to have luck with that, okay? Now that I cover that, while I got this 10-foot Yaannk stick, I can also cover this while I'm here as well. Okay, rule number three, things that you don't do when you're crappie fishing. If you're looking on your radar and you're on your depth finder and you see the crappie are down at 10 feet, 8 feet, 6 feet, do not fish for the crappie in 3 feet. Look, I got mine marked. You see that? That's a 6-foot mark. I took a tape measure, so I automatically know this is exactly 6 feet. So I bring my hook down to 6 feet. Exactly. You see that mark on there? Let me see if I can show it to you. You guys see that mark? That's 6 feet exactly. So if they're at 7 feet, I know to come down another foot. Okay, 7 inches. I can mark it easy. But this one mark is my guide. You take your Sharpie and just mark it at 6 feet. Get a tape measure and mark your pole. So let's say if you're fishing 10 feet, the crappie are down at 10 feet. You know this is a 10-foot rod. Okay? So all you have to do is measure all the way down to the butt of this rod. That's 10 feet. You know that precisely. Okay? That's 10 feet. And if it's at 11 foot, then you all you have to do is go down another foot. Okay? When you're crappie fishing, you have to do the little things big. That's important. Okay? That's that nasty bend hook. Let me show it to you so you guys can see. You can also get this at Cam's Crappie Hole. That's the only place you can get it. Look at that. Look at that deep bend. We got it in a platinum black. Got it in a deadly blood red, and I also have it in a gold. Okay, that long shank assures a good hook set, and the tip is barbed. Let me see if I can put it up there so you guys can see the tip. The tip is barbed. Okay. By the way, you can also, I'll be running my long rods all the way till January, till spring. This is quite possibly the most versatile rod that I have because you can jig with it, you can troll with it, you can spider rig with it. There's only so much you can do with a 6-foot pole or a 6'2" and a 6'6". Okay, so. That was number 3. Okay, number 4. I'm going to sit down so I can show you guys this. Number 4. Let's see if I can get this water out of here. It's been raining. Okay, here's number 4. I'm going to put you guys right so you can see me. Okay, I'm going to get on the boat so you guys can see me real good. Okay. When you're casting and retrieving, let me pull you down just a little bit. When you're casting and retrieving, remember this. You're on the boat with your buddy or you're on land. Guys, it's not a matter when you're using an ultralight, really any rod and reel. Lose the concept of thinking that the harder you throw, the further this rod and reel will make that jig go. That's not the concept. I've seen so many of you guys cast like this. Look at your jig. You guys see that jig? All the way up there. Don't reel that jig all the way up there to the top. Okay? It's more like science, a whipping action. I generally do 12 inches, 14 inches. I got some guys that do 20, 30 inches. They'll leave it down like this. Okay? About right here. Which ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I do. I do that too. So you time that jig when you load your rod to throw. Okay, so let's say I'm gonna do 12 inches right there. Just whipping action. Boom, all one motion. Pow. Okay, because you gain the force, the centrifugal force of when you whip that jig back. It's like a whipping action. Versus if I do it like this, you have better control. You can feel where that jig is. Okay, when it's all the way like this, look, you can't feel it. You have better control when you don't reel it all the way up. So when you're reeling 12, 18 inches tops, you can feel the whip. Okay, so when you go back, you automatically know you're using the weight of that 1/16 ounce jig to help you catapult that jig further. Okay, so that is number 4. Leave that jig down a little bit when you're casting. And also when you go in fishing, you can look at a person and tell whether they can fish or not, how they cast and how they retrieve. Which brings me to number, let me hop out. Which brings me to number 4. Let me pull you guys up. there you go. Which brings me to number 4, which actually probably should have been number 1. Guys, if you're still casting and retrieving in the spring, one of the best things you can do is slow that jig down. Look, boom. Don't reel too fast. Slow that jig down. Okay? One of the worst things that you can do is you call yourself a bass fisherman. When you're bass fishing, you're covering a lot of water. Bass are very, very aggressive. Okay? You're covering a lot of water because you're trying to locate 1 or 2 bass. Crappie are different. Crappie will sit there and watch that jig go by if it's going too fast. They're not going to spend, especially in the summertime, they're not going to spend a lot of energy trying to chase something. That's just not what crappie do. Okay? So, in the spring, or if you're still casting and retrieving, look. Boom. Slow that retrieval down. Slow that retrieval down. That's why I designed these EVA grips, because you have more contact from your hand to this pole, which will let you know unequivocally what's going on at the other end of that line. That's important. So slow that jig down. And by the way, while I'm at number 4, or is this number 5? Can't remember. While I'm at number 4 or 5, remember this. I designed these reels. Well, Cam, why do I need your rod and reel? I designed these rod and reels for crappie. I changed the gear ratio to 5:1 which means every complete turn of this crank handle, 1 full turn, this bail spins 5.1 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? If you're bass fishing, your reel is generally going to be 6.4 to 1, 6.5 to 1, 6.6 to 1. Okay, mine are 5:1 to 1. I lowered the gear ratio to help you slow that jig down. That's why you want a crappie rod and reel. And the specs on my reels show you that. It's a 5:1 to 1. All of my reels are like that. Okay. By the way, I know I mentioned to you guys my 10-footer and my 9-footer comes with a reel. So do all my combos. Now, I also have a second store, guys, in Cam's Crappie Combos. As you saw at the front of this video, how you can navigate and port back between both of my stores. In Cam's Crappie Combos, if you guys need a rod to go with your favorite reel, or you need a reel to go with your favorite rod, we sell them separate in Cam's Crappie Combos. Okay, so you can pick that up over there. So if you want to go back to Cam's Crappie Hole, you'll see a red banner stretched across the top of the bottom. All you gotta do is click that and you can port back to Cam's Crappie Combos. Or if you're at camscrappiehole.com and you want to click back to Cam's Crappie Combos, you'll see that red banner again. Okay, so I wanted to come in here and show you guys this quick tip, guys. I didn't want to make it a long video, but guys, the crappie are in their summertime pattern. Right now I'm running my long rods. I'm spider rigging. So if you get a chance, check me out at camscrappiehole.com. And by the way, you know, I have to give you guys this disclaimer. If you like this video, you like this material, hit that thumbs up button for me. It helps YouTube with the algorithms to help other people find this content just like you found it, okay? And not to mention, hit that subscribe button and tell all your friends about Cam's Crappie Hole. We've been doing this now, guys, for almost a decade. We love crappie fishing. We're obsessed with crappie fishing, okay? So much so, we got 900 products in one store. We got almost 500 products in our second store. Okay, we are a supplier and a manufacturer of crappie items. That's what we do. We have over 8 million pieces of plastics, hundreds of colors of plastics, crappie, curly tail, stinger shad, tricolor jigs, glow in the dark, and we're the largest supplier of kits on the market. If you can't decide what you want, guys, I have kits. You can probably see them up there in the top left-hand corner or right-hand corner. Plus, on top of that, guys, we have financing. I have my own finance company that I'll finance everything in your cart. I'll break it up into 4 easy bi-weekly payments. You'll see that up there too, either Afterpay or Shop Pay. You'll see both of them. So listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I wanted to come by here and stop in here and give you guys these little tips to help you become a better crappie fisherman. Okay? I'll see you on the water. Keep those hooks tight. Keep those hooks wet. Keep those lines tight. This your boy Cam. We'll see you on the next turn. Guys, I'm going to come back again and I'm going to do the second half of this because I got a total of 10 points. But today I just wanted to give you guys 5 of them. Okay, so stay tuned for my next video that I'll be releasing. And listen, if you don't want to miss the next video, hit that subscribe button. That way you'll get all of my notification when I release my new segments. Okay, hit that button down there, make sure that bell is clicked. That way you'll get all of my notifications for my new segments that'll be coming out. Okay, it's your boy Ken.